Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And this is the more longer video that I wanted to make and discuss the AT&T earnings that took place this morning. It was an interesting one. The market had a total negative reaction on a mixed Q4 earnings, which I still think is overblown and complete overreaction in my opinion. So this article comes from The Street. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys may check it out. AT&T slides on softer 2024 outlook tied to tech change and mixed Q4 earnings. So I just don't see that as a negative. You know, why can't you just have a bit of a future outlook and say, okay, they're coming in a bit softer, which might not end up being the case. That's just a guidance. We don't know that for sure. To build a cheaper network that will cover 70% of the U.S. traffic by 2026. So I don't know why the market is overreacting here. AT&T has clearly shown that their strategy and playbook works. They continue to grow. Their postpaid, is it a bit less in the new year perhaps? They continue to scale and grow fiber, which is, I mean, the market perceives fiber very positive, very, very bullish on fiber. I hope T-Mobile gets into that in a bigger way this year, and I hope we hear about that tomorrow. Even if it's just leasing fiber to the home, whatever. I hope T-Mobile gets into that in a bigger way, because the market receives that very, very, very very positive. That's a very positive outlook from the market, and they like fiber, and it's a good play. And I hope T-Mobile takes fiber a bit more serious, even if it's on a leased model. So 526,000 ads on the postpaid side, 273,000 on the fiber side. That's what we got. They're right around what we saw or what we heard on the preliminary numbers that Pascal gave us early in December, so no surprise for me there. Churn was at a 0.84%. During the earnings call, Stanky said he wants to have the best in class churn. So they're gonna go toe to toe with T-Mobile on that. T-Mobile's Mike Sievert said they want to have the best in class churn, and you know Verizon doesn't seem to care because they keep raising price. So you know, members, by the way, stay tuned. There'll be a membership video coming out here shortly with some additional tidbits internal. So stay tuned for that one. But for me, you know, just to give you guys additional commentary, for me, it wasn't a mixed quarter. They had a huge quarter, the best balanced approach in the industry, in my opinion. 273,000 fiber ads, 67,000 FWA ads, which all come with decent, solid ARPU and profits. And we all know AT&T doesn't discount lines. They don't do free lines. So 526,000 customers are paying the pricing of whatever plan they got into. So it's a complete, total overreaction, in my opinion, from the market. The stock was down, I think, before close like 2%, closer to 3% maybe. I do think it will rebound. It's just AT&T is just posting too good of earnings to react that negative just because they have a bit of a softer outlook for 2024. You know, they have to be honest with the market. You know, they are going to invest into this change of network. They're going O-RAN. They're doing Fujitsu. They're doing the Ericsson rip and replace. They're still spending $21 to $22 billion of capex, which is about at peak, about 4.5 billion more than the next closest competitor. So you have to take that into consideration. They're fueling their growth by funding it. Cheaper network, which will result in better operations cost. Fiber will continue to scale. That will lead to better financials once they pass. If I remember correctly, they surpassed 26 million households in Q4. That's the end of year total. By the end of 2024, they should easily be past 30 million households with fiber. So they're doing good. AT&T is doing good. They have other plays to make if they so choose to. They can go the streaming route. They can add perks. Whatever they choose to do, AT&T can do it. But for now, they have been growing at a solid pace that's respectable. And why would you add any perks if you're growing? Now, if they're going to slow down, if the churn increases, maybe the market catches on like, hey, wait a minute, I'm shopping around and pricing is similar, but with the other carriers, I get this, and this included. Or I get this, and this discounted severely with Verizon. So AT&T may have to respond to that, but for now, AT&T has been disciplined. They haven't made any huge big changes when it comes to perks or adding any streaming services. So we'll see what 2024 looks like for AT&T, but I think we will see more of the same. If they do drop off a bit on growth, they might go from growing, or posting 500,000 growth quarters per quarter. Maybe they go to 400,000, maybe 350, which is still solid. They don't need to grow 6, 7, 8, 900,000. Their business is not set that way. They already have huge percentage of market share in any addressable market that T-Mobile is trying to grow in. AT&T's already has share there. Are the mid-sized markets maybe underpenetrated for AT&T? Yes. Are they starting to lose some share in the top 100 markets? I mean, that's been happening. So they're not too concerned about that, but they're looking to competitively position themselves with this fiber and the converged offer to gain some of that share back. And this go around, they're doing it better. Right? When they were starting the fiber deployment with the converged offering, they were growing the base. Even with UVerse, the DSL, when they were doing 50 down, 10 up, they were growing the base, and the base would attach wireless, but the wireless network was not that great back then. It wasn't anywhere close to what it is today. So the people would leave because the wireless network just lagged behind. In my market, that was the case, and I know several other markets that was the case as well. So AT&T starting investing in FirstNet. They started densifying a bit, investing more here, adding small cells there, and they will continue to do that. So when they approach more aggressively, perhaps this converged offering, the wireless network this go around will be ready to match a world-class best fiber network. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on the quarter. Do you think AT&T needs to do more? Maybe bring back perks? Let's all discuss that in the comments. If you are new to the channel, like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.